What up, world? My name is Nicholas Coriano, and I am back on my vlog to show you guys my 2018 marketing plan, what I wrote in the beginning of 2018, and where we're at today on May 25th, 2018. So 6 months in, almost halfway mark. I wanted to audit my marketing plan, and I wanted to show you guys. So I published my marketing plan on microcapcompany.com, one of my blogs. I'm gonna make this screen smaller so you guys don't have to tolerate my face. But before I do, check out my Instagram, Nicky Nice Brands. Check me out. Comment, tag me, talk to me. All right, to my marketing plan. All right, so I'm gonna run down the list of everything I had planned in 2018, and I'm gonna show you some of the pivots, some of the things that worked, and some of the things that didn't work. All right, so really quickly, I laid out just my products and services. My products and services are all at either here, nicholascoriano.com, or here, which is pretty much the same thing, just as a consulting firm. This is where I have my partners and my team, and it's just for a little bit bigger client work. But basically, it's all the same. Basically, what I'm doing here is business services. So I help entrepreneurs. I went to business school. I went to law school, for those of you guys who haven't been following my vlog. And I help entrepreneurs write their business plan, their marketing plan, form their businesses, execute their marketing campaigns, do social media management, investor relations, so on and so forth. You can read it here if you guys go to Microcap Company, just type the sample marketing plan section. This is also a great way, if you guys want a marketing plan, hey, jack mine. I'm about to tell you everything that worked and everything that didn't work. So, all right, so those are my services. So at the beginning of the year, one of the first things I put up there was Craigslist. It was converting really well. This is an interesting fact here. Currently have 6 Craigslist accounts and are active with 2 postings on each. So at the beginning, this is one of the changes right away. If you guys have been following my last vlog, I talked a little bit about this, but they started charging for ads. So before, in the beginning of 2018, you could only put up a certain amount of ads, and then Craigslist would throttle you. Craigslist would slow you down and be like, no, you can't put up anymore. So I would have to go open up new accounts. And I think it was February or March, don't quote me on that, but they started charging $5 a post. And this became a huge, huge win for me. So my goals here were to advertise postings on Craigslist. This was how many I had. My target locations: New York, Connecticut, Miami, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Texas. And all advertisements will be posted twice a week to stay live and will be revised for efficiency. So that was my plan. What changed? And I'll take this section by section. What changed? What changed is that they started advertising. They started charging for it, and I could put up as many as I want. So now, instead of 6 accounts with 2 postings each, I have 1 account with, I think last count was 250 ads. So I'm spending like $1,200 a month there. My target locations: New York is still there, Connecticut is still there, Miami I changed to Florida, Chicago is still there, DC and Virginia are still there, and Texas is still there. So really, where I've pivoted here is I'm about to double down on New York, Florida, Texas, and California is not listed here, but California was a big one. I don't know why I didn't put this here, but that's a big one. So that's going to be my pivot here shortly. But my biggest pivot here already is that I've scaled the ads, and I put up more. So all the advertisement will be posted twice a week. I don't do this. Now they let you, for $5, you stay on for 30 days. So I just keep it on for 30 days, the 250 ads, and I'm trying to increase that number as we go on. So Twitter, daily postings on Twitter. This is where I've been. This is interesting. If you guys follow Gary Vee, another social, probably the social media guru when it comes to really being a businessman and building your social media presence around your business. He said something about, when you're really throttling a platform, when you're doing really good, sometimes the tendency is just to shift and do what everybody else is doing. I'm guilty of that. This year I've been focusing a lot on Instagram and kind of neglecting Twitter, but let's see how I did. Daily postings on Twitter will be automated to some extent, with trending topics and daily posting done manually. So yeah, I automated it, but the daily postings and daily topics and trending topics, I haven't really touched. I did touch it last night. Automated postings on Twitter would include motivational tweets and inspirational quotes from successful business people. I do that. Each week, new members will be engaged by favoriting, retweeting, and commenting. This is all about engagement, and I'm not really keeping up on that, to be honest with you. Some tweets sporadically will mention influencers individually in a group. I need to do that better. Hashtag for trending topics. Again, automation for postings will be done through Hootsuite. I have been doing that and revamping every 90 days. I have been doing that. Appropriate hashtags, definitely been doing that. No paid advertisements are expected to be run. Yeah, I didn't really get good results on Twitter for running ads, so I cut that from the budget. And it's also what I learned about intent-based marketing and non-intent-based marketing. So I'm focused on intent-based marketing, meaning where are people searching for the product, not where can I shove the product in front of somebody's face and hope that they might want it, right? So intent-based marketing being Google Ads, Craigslist, and non-intent-based being like Twitter ad or a Facebook ad, depending on what the service is, right? Hashtags for major events like the Super Bowl, World Series. This is, again, something I need to get better on. I actually just bought, and I don't have it in front of me, but I actually have now 2 phones, which has actually made it easier. And I could see why some of these people that are really heavy on social media marketing have more than 1 phone. I think I'm going to get up to 3 phones just to make it faster and easier for me to post, because it's really hard. Your phone will crash after you're, battling these apps. Once you really start going in hard on posting, and you're getting comments and you're retweeting and you're active on the apps, it's really tough to not have your phone crash out on you. So that'll hopefully help. So Facebook, daily postings will be released on Facebook through Servitude.ir. Done that. 5 posts will be boosted for $1 a day, equaling $5 per day. So I pivoted here. I was up to $35 a day. So I would have 35 posts boosted at $1 per post. And my strategy there is I boost 30 of them, and then at the end of a week, I knock down 10 of them, and I re-put up another 10 of them. So the best performing always stay up, and the bottom performing I just cut out. So I actually ramped that up. The personal account Nicholas Coriano will be utilized for stories to feature post daily videos. I've definitely been really good about on Facebook and now Snapchat, which isn't even here yet on this marketing plan, but Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram about posting daily on the stories. And a seasonal calendar will be followed to release holiday-related content on our preset schedule. Again, I need help with that. I just hired an assistant, so hopefully that'll help out a little bit with that. But it's Memorial Day weekend, so I'll promise myself to post something related. LinkedIn, automate the post, publish every hour. I've done this, but I've pivoted to publish every 2-3 times a day. LinkedIn is a little, people hop on LinkedIn and they hop off for the most part. And I found the best strategy on LinkedIn is to direct contact people. So sending a message to their inbox, right, with my services. For people that I know that need my services, like, for example, immigration attorneys, for some reason, need business plans for visa applications. I know this. When I hit them up, I have a high ROI, right, on getting a potential client. So I've limited the posts here because Hootsuite only lets me post a certain amount and a certain amount of months out. So I try to make sure at the beginning of the month I'm automating for 30 days any of my posts. And then, of course, I'm active on them all the time anyway. Publish weekly posts, copy from a blog. I didn't do that, but I should do that now. Direct message all contacts monthly with service offerings. And I put in quotations, outsource that. I've done that. I do that personally. I need to get better at outsourcing it. Tag influencers and industry connections and postings, definitely done that. Instagram strategy. I've done this. I'm not going to read through all this because there hasn't really been a lot of change here. The only change here is that I've actually done marketing, actual paid advertisements on Instagram. It helps for my followers. I can't see a clear ROI. I'm not saying there isn't an ROI. I'm sure that there is. I'm positive that there is. I just can't read it yet. But I've cut down this budget. If you look at my last video, you'll see I cut down my social media budget. Anyway, the paid budget, and I'm sticking to just organic postings and engagement there. Google Ads, run ads 365 days per week. Definitely doing that now. Focus on cost per click and strive for conversion rate. Definitely doing that. Give incentive for saying they came off of Google AdWords. Man, I need an editor. Okay. So yeah, I haven't really. That's something I haven't been doing, which is asking where'd you guys come from. Usually they tell me, but I got to get better at asking that. But most of my traffic so far has come from Craigslist, as you saw in my last video. Copy ClickFunnels and scripts from effective conversions. I've definitely done that. So I just look at other ads that are running well, and I take I take the copy and I edit it to my business. But if I think it'll convert, I test those ads. Run ads on recurring product lines and services over $1,500. This is something I haven't done. I need to get better at putting together my packages. So since I offer business plans and company formations, and a lot of these products are under $1,000, my goal is to get $1,500, $2,000 clients. So it's actually working better now that I'm fixing my website. But that's definitely something that can increase profits. It has increased profits. I'm not saying will, because although I'm at 1,500, when I started, my products were at 200, 300, my service lines. And now today I got a client for 1,100. So I'm getting that cost per client right up, and that definitely helps with making more money. Cut off an ad one ad per month. I'm definitely doing that. So I'm doing the same strategy as Facebook, where I'm checking and cutting off the ones that didn't work, or the bottom 10%, and adding another 10%. Blogs, I've definitely been doing this. I automated the postings on Microcap Company. I used a lot of videos on YouTube for the first part of the year to create content there. Nicholas Coriano, I'm still dominating the keyword business plan writer. I've doubled down on this and just really focused on everything I do is around business plans, whereas before it could have been something about website design, it could have been something about business formation. I always end up getting that work from the client, but I need to pull them in on one thing first. And for me, it's business plan writing. Business consultant, yeah, so I've been definitely blogging about all of these things. I now come up #1 for business plan. Oh, well, they're saying, I'm saying here, Connecticut business consultant. Yeah, so I haven't really focused on that. I've been focused on business plan writer as a keyword. Repost video for Nicholas Coriano's Entrepreneur Journey. I've definitely been doing that. Yeah, I place pictures in each blog, and I save the picture. So if I have a picture for that blog and the title of the blog is Remote Working Business Plan, I'll save the picture as Remote Working Business Plan.jpg and then put it in the blog. It helps with SEO. YouTube publish videos that add value to subscribers. I hope I'm doing that. If I'm not, shoot me an email or put a comment underneath and let me know how I could publish something that you think will help you guys based on my experience in investor relations, law school, business school, starting an e-commerce company, starting a land holding company, just being an entrepreneur my whole life. So if there's any way I can help, I'd love to do that. Promote ebook at the end of the vlog. I'm definitely not doing that as much as I should. Make sure the description is lengthy and also adds more value. I've definitely been doing that. So what I do is when I'm vlogging on YouTube and I'm done vlogging, I try to vlog on my phone. And then after, I talk the vlog into my phone, which makes it a lot easier than actually sitting there and typing it out. So that's definitely helped, and it's definitely made the description longer. It's also allowed me to reuse that description in blog posts later. So I'll copy and paste that description because I talked into the phone. It saved me a bunch of time. So use video shots on Instagram and Facebook. I definitely do that, but regurgitating my Instagram stories on YouTube. Add links to the next video on each video. I got to do that. There's a lot of these things that I want to order. I'll probably do this in a little bit here and outsource some of this stuff, because some of the stuff I don't have to do, or some of the, obviously if I'm Instagram or shooting a video, I got to do it. I guess you don't have to do it, but I've seen other Instagrammers or social media celebrities that other people are taking up the FaceTime on their videos. So I guess you don't have to do it, but yeah, it's that. So add links to the next video. I'm going to outsource that. Add subscriber button on each video, same thing. Use relevant tags on each video. Always do that. Reuse videos to launch e-course on Teachable. I'm going to scratch that, and if I do launch an e-course, it's going to be on servitude.com or nicholascoriano.com. We tried Teachables, I think in February with some of my partners at Servitude, and the process was a little lengthy. You kind of had to sit down and actually put together an e-course, and what I realized is that if I can just reverse engineer some of the things I already do, it'll be a little bit more organic as opposed to forced, if that makes sense. But like, for example, we threw a conference last month. I did a talk. I have the PowerPoint slide. I'll be sharing that on YouTube. I'll probably put that into an e-course, but I'm not going to do it on Teachable. We're early in this game. I've said this before. I think you guys should be building it on your own platforms. Ebooks, promote the first sale on Instagram. So I've done this. I promoted the sale of my first ebook on all these platforms. Use speechpad.com to transcribe videos into text, which are posted on blogs. Haven't done that as much as I want to. I definitely want to utilize speechpad.com. It transcribes your videos into text. So if I grab this video and I send it to them at $1, I think a minute, it'll transcribe it into text, and then I can put that text on my blog. Use Instagram feed as chapters for quotes, for quote book. So I have been doing this. I've been posting a lot of quotes on Instagram called Nickism. Just things that come to my mind, things that I believe are important for business or life. And that's on my Instagram, right? And what I'm doing there is I'm actually collecting Instagram, check it out. I'm collecting the quotes to write a quote book later. So I just keep posting and posting and posting. I know in a couple months I'll have enough to put together another quote book, a quote book. I haven't done one yet. All right, meetups. Did this 3-4 times. A lot of people that kick tires. I'm probably not showing up at the right places, but I'm doing a lot of meetups for entrepreneurs and startups. It's a great move. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing them mainly in New York City. I like to get out of my box. I threw an event last month, so that kind of is the same thing. But yeah, I'd like to do a little bit more of that. I feel like it's a lot of time for the rate of return, right? Obviously, the internet, you can reach more people than walking into a conference, you know, with 5,000 people or 100 people or even 1,000 people. But conferences is the next thing. I've definitely been going to a lot of conferences, at least 1 a quarter, 2 a quarter sometimes. That works well. I don't get an instant return there, but over the course of the year, I usually see a pretty big client come out of there. And it may be different for your business, but that's works for mine. Mailchimp, monthly emails. This got kicked off. I got kicked off of Mailchimp for spamming. I was sending emails to people that didn't give me permission to send them emails, and they kicked me off. So I opened up a constant contact. They kicked me off for the same reason. I had a high bounce rate. It was actually one of the best things that ever happened to me, because I was paying I think a $50 nut on one and an $80 nut on the other a month to spend it. And then I found this when I got kicked off. So I put this up when I found it because I was so excited. Sending bulk emails via Gmail. And this video, I got it up on Microcap Company. So if you come here and just search Gmail over here, you'll find the video. I found the video on YouTube on how to send mass emails on Gmail. It's awesome because I only pay, I think it's like $7.99 for the year to send bulk emails. By the way, you can only send 500 emails a day on Gmail before they start pulling it back as well. They'll start slowing you down. So a lot of people don't know that because a lot of people haven't tried to send 500 emails a day, but I was sending out as soon as I found out the limit, I started sending out 400, and then they still throttled me. So, you know, if you don't have permission to be emailing those people, then you probably shouldn't do it, which is something that I've definitely revised. So here on this, you know, where we're talking about, you know, monthly emails, now I'm really picky about, you know, where I get my email list. And I'd rather have them just past clients, which is the next thing, follow up with past clients. This has probably been the biggest catalyst to my business in 2018, was following up with past clients, man. This probably doubled my income just by having a list. And I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not, but I have little sticky notes where I have a list of people, and I just write down everyone who's ever called me, and I call them every 4 days until they buy the product or tell me to stop calling. And that has worked like a charm, man. That has worked like a charm. Big shout out to Uncle G, Grant Cardone. He really drilled that into my head on Instagram. So follow up with past clients, follow up with potential clients. Same thing. This is what doubled my business, not past clients. My past clients definitely helped, but the follow up with potential clients, like I said, every 4 days I hit them up. My past clients, I hit them up every 30 days, you know, every 25 days, like, hey, how you doing? I hope you're motivated. Do you need anything? You need me to revise anything? I always offer to do something for free, and I'll do it, and I'll give it to them for free with no expectation of anything, just to keep them around, right? Just to stay in their inbox. And if they do ever need one of my services, I'm fresh in their mind. Promote package deals. I've definitely been doing that. That's been working really well. It's giving me some of my best months in the last 3 months of my business, that particular business, my consulting business. But throwing the package deals works really well, just increasing the price point. That's a good idea once you have the clients. Don't raise your price points if you haven't gotten a client yet. Get a client and then, you know, raise them accordingly, or raise them at the beginning. I mean, it depends on how hungry you are. Scale tools, so phone answering service. I found out, I've done a lot of homework there. We're talking about $3 to $5 to $6 per answered call. So I had to make sure that before I do that, I know my ROI, and I know that I know that I can make that money back, right? I don't want to be selling a $200 product with a $6 cost for a phone call, because not everyone that calls is going to be a client. So, you know, maybe take 5 clients, all of a sudden I'm up to $30 per prospective or per client on that charge. And I just wanted to get my price points up higher. I did get another phone, and I have been automating my website. So I kind of pivoted off of this, where I may do it. It's not going to be anytime soon. I really want to focus on driving the traffic online and automating the system so they can, like for example, on nicholaskoreano.com right now, I have a questionnaire that I just put up yesterday, which allows the person to fill out the questionnaire and then just submit it. And I also put up a bunch of payment buttons for most of my services, right? So they can buy it now. So the whole point is to automate this so I don't have to pick up the phone so much. The reason I'm picking up the phone is usually because they have questions. And if I can answer all their questions ahead of time, that's one of the best things that I found for scaling the business, for growing the business, right? Directing leads to contact via email or text, same thing. That's exactly what I've been focused on. Customizable templates developed for business plans. So, you know, everybody has a baseline when they start. You know, even the best attorneys, I've dealt with a lot of great attorneys. You got a baseline template and then you customize it. And the better you get at building a master template that you can customize, the easier it's going to be to grow your business. Because what's going on here is that you need to scale your business. So you need to get things done faster, but you need to get them done right as well. Quality matters. So I've definitely been working on this. I still write my business plans from scratch with a baseline, like a baseline table of contents. But I've definitely been honing down on this and publishing templates across the internet, which has done 2 things. It's given me a place to go back and grab content, and it's also helped with my SEO. Contractors available to outsource service work. I did do this. I got an assistant this year, and it's been working out really well. Automated responses and preset scripts for outsource. This is something I do. So for example, if somebody calls me for a business plan or a website, and they always have the same kind of questions. Hey, can we talk? Hey, what are your prices? Because they couldn't see them on the website for some reason, right? Or they didn't look. But I have automated responses that I just copy and paste and send to people. Same thing when I'm done with a prospective call. If a client calls me, a prospective client calls me, and you know, we run down you know, the process and the pricing, and then they want to hire me. They say, what's next? I have an automated email that once I get off the phone, I send them, copy and paste. So that saved me a ton of time. Pre-scheduling social media posts, definitely, obviously doing that. That saves me a ton of time. And that's it. So, I mean, the biggest changes here is that I really doubled down on my Craigslist and Google AdWords. That was a big thing. So intent-based marketing, and really cut back on my social media just to focus on, you know, is the person I'm advertising to ready to buy my product? And then everything else comes secondary. So that's one of the biggest things. And then automating my processes online. So my questionnaire online, the payment buttons online. Those things have saved me a lot of time and made me more money. But yeah, those are the biggest things that changed along the way. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions on, you know, my marketing strategy or anything that you think I can teach you, let me know. And if you think you can teach somebody, put it in the comment section below. I'm sure some people like to hear it, even if you think it's dumb or corny. You know, we don't know, man. So somebody out there can learn from it. So hope this was helpful. Peace out. Keep rocking. Stay motivated. Check out my Instagram. Check out my book, Rules for Entrepreneurship, on Amazon. Stay motivated, man. Keep rocking. Your dreams will come true if you keep working them.